So welcome to San Francisco International Airport, where our airplane is being prepared for a flight to London as Virgin number 20. I already owned the JAR Design A330 for X-Plane 10, and today I downloaded the beta for X-Plane 11. And with an upgrade to the serial key, I am now able to fly the A330 in X-Plane 11. And this is basically going to be the first test flight with the A330. And I decided to take Virgin 20 San Francisco to London. I'm just going to do a startup and takeoff, and I don't think I'm going to do the entire flight. It will take up to 10 hours, according to our flight plan. Yeah, 10 hours. Well, it's already 5:24 in the afternoon here, so if I have to fly 10 hours, that will be in the middle of the night, and I'm not going to do that. So it's just to show you the A330 for JAR Design. Quick look around in the cockpit, startup procedure, taxi out, take off, see how it handles, see how it flies. And then I think that will be the video, and I will make another video, maybe a full flight or something like that on a short haul flight with this plane. But it's just to show you around in the JAR Design A330 and X-Plane 11. By the way, the ground equipment that you see is Ground Handling Deluxe, which is also a pretty nice plugin. Gives you the well, basically what Aerosoft had with the ground equipment, or I believe, and there was another manufacturer who also made the ground handling apps for FSX and Prepared, and you have a similar thing with Ground Handling Deluxe. So that's pretty nice to look at. Still, the airport KSFO is Mr.X freeware scenery. You can get it from the .org forums. I strongly suggest you download it down there because, well, this is basically a payware quality add-on and you get it for absolutely free. The city of San Francisco, the entire Bay Area is with Ortho 4 XP zoom level 17 tiles. So that's what you'll see in this video. So without any more delays, let's jump into the flight deck of this plane. And let me show you. I think that in terms of complexity, the JAR Design, at least the A330, that's the only one that I have. I don't have the A320 or 21 or whatever it is that they have also made. But the A330 in terms of complexity is, I think, almost equal to the Aerosoft Airbus X. You don't have separate flight management computers or CDUs. So what you do here, you'll see mirrored in that one. They cannot be operated separately. The only thing that the Aerosoft Airbus X has is the automated co-pilot, and you don't have that with the JAR Design A330. What it does have is normal checklists, and they run with you along the flight. You can check if you miss anything. You'll see it down there. It says that I need 66,972 kilos. Well, let's see what we do have. 66,972. So that's, well, that's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. So we just need to close the windows, doors, get rid of the ground equipment, switch on the beacon light, and then we all are on our way. It looks pretty nice. This is the, I think it's slightly updated if you compare it with the X-Plane 10 version. I'm not really sure. I haven't flown it for a very long time in X-Plane 10 because, well, spare time that I have, I spend in X-Plane 11, not in X-Plane 10. So it's gonna be something to get used to again, because, well, up till now I've mostly flown Boeing airplanes or VFR planes in X-Plane 11, but not Airbus. So there's always we always need a little adjustment with that. But well, I already loaded in the flight plan. 4,957 miles according to this plan that I created via Net Tango to Ireland and then to London over southern Canada and the northwest of the US. But like I said, we're not going to do the entire flight, so who bothers anyway? So without further ado, let me show you how you get rid of the ground equipment. Oh, here we are. You go to the plugins, ground handling, control panel, and now you can basically say what you want and what you want to get rid of. So first let's get rid of the catering. Press the minus keys and then you will see that they come down. And the doors will also close automatically when the trucks are moving away from the airplane. I have to check whether the APU is already on. Yes, it is. So that means I can set the APU generator on and disconnect the ground power units, and with them disconnected they can also disappear. We can get rid of the loaders. Stairway 1, it's 1, 2, 3, that's the numbering on this this plane. Now I have to close the left passenger door, forward left, because that was still open. This is now closed.
This is your chief flight attendant. On behalf of Captain and the entire crew, welcome aboard Out Airlines. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray table are in their full upright position. Also make sure your seat belt is correctly fastened.
So let's get rid of the
Please
chocks.
at this moment. Any electronic equipment
Is there
must be
anything
turned off.
else around our
Thank
plane?
you.
Yep, there still is a fan, so let's get rid of that as well. There he goes. And of course the ground power unit can also go now. So let's just hide everything and voila. It's gone. So that was the ground handling Deluxe. So now we need a dock for pushback. So call pushback. And there it is. This is basically also very nicely animated. I will try to zoom in on that. It actually moves pretty nice. Yeah, of course it's going straight to the default tuck, so that's a bit of unrealistic, but the animation with the tuck around the nose gear is pretty nicely done. There it goes, drives through it, and then it really ticks it and lifts it up. So that's pretty nice out there. Let's see what we...
The doors are armed. Passengers complains wet in the cabin too cold. May I ask you to increase the temperature?
Yeah, in a minute.
Okay. Ground to cockpit. Tow is connected. Awaiting your instructions.
ATC clearance for push and start. Please confirm. All ground equipment and services clear.
Ground equipment and jetty clear. Doors closed and steering pan in position. Set park brake to release, please. Park brake off.
This will cause the AutoGate plugin to disconnect the air bridge, or Avia bridge, or how you call it in English, at least the gate. So
Brakes released. Clear to push.
now you have
Copy.
this
Brakes
control
off.
panel in
Clear
here, and
to
you
push.
control the
Pushback
tuck with that
starting.
one.
You may start engine, sir.
And that's always nice to know that we may start our engine. So let's just say we have to push backwards, and the more often you press on the triangle, the faster it goes. But this is fast enough. I will start engine number 2.
Starting engine 2.
Starting the engines is always a pretty boring occasion in an Airbus. It's just flipping 2 switches. And then everything goes automatic. Now I hope I pressed this, but with these two arrows you can control the way the tug pushes the aircraft. So I hope I'm now doing this right. Yeah, I'm doing it right. In the meanwhile, the engine is spooling up. Whoa, that's a nasty animation. And let's start up engine number 1 as well now.
Starting engine 1.
Let's see if we can get him on the center line. Oh, this is not bad actually. Not bad at all. So let's just say this is about it. Should have done that a bit sooner. And it was going so nice. Well, let's just say pushback is
Pushback complete.
completed.
Please set park brake to on.
After start checklist completed. Park brake on.
Brakes set. You may disconnect the tow.
And there it goes again.
Bypass pin have been removed. Tow is disconnected. Have a good flight, sir.
So there he goes. Now we have to do a flight control check. So
Full up, check.
up,
Full down,
down,
check. Full left, check. Full right, check.
neutral, and the rudder, of course.
Pedal full left, check. Pedal full right, check. Flight control check completed.
Let's see.
Spoilers half. Spoilers full. Spoilers half. Spoilers retracted. Spoilers arm.
And let's set flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
And now we have the takeoff list all green, so that's fine. I haven't set a flex stamp. Oh, we need to do that. Let's say 45 Fahrenheit. Oh, Fahrenheit 45. There we are. So that's now set ATC. That's the transponder. Let's set that to auto and TARA. So that's now set. Cabin crew engine start selector can go to norm. And the cabin crew will advise us that the cabin is ready when we start taxiing. So let's release the parking brake,
off.
switch on the taxi light and the runway turn-off lights. And switch off the APU. And here we go, off to London. And there we have the flight attendant.
Seatbelt sign illuminates. You must fasten your seatbelt. Insert the metal fittings one into the other and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft, 2 forward, 2 aft, and 1 over wing. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. Oxygen and the air pressure are always being monitored. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will
Well, let's hope it's going to be an enjoyable flight. Let's see, because now she also gives us the signal that the cabin is ready.
Passengers are wearing. Cabin is ready for takeoff.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
Okay.
So, there we go. Oh, we're a bit fast now. So, on the yellow line, just as it is supposed to be. Takeoff runway today will be runway 28 right. So that's where we're heading right now. And in the meantime, we can enjoy the Mr.X KSFO scenery. If you have X-Plane 10 or 11, doesn't really matter. This really is an airport that I can recommend you to download. It's beautiful. A lot to see. And we can only hope that this will be the new standard for freeware add-on airports for X-Plane 11 because, well, it looks amazing. But I already said that, so let's just focus on taxiing to the runway. Now there are some presets in the internal views here. You can select them with the numpad. So this is numpad 7, numpad 8, numpad 9, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3 and 0. Now I'm always used that numpad 5 is normally my standard view, but in this one it's numpad 4, so if you see me do this and then this, it's because I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Now we'll fly eastbound today, so let's make that flight level 190. And up till now it runs pretty smoothly. Haven't found any bugs yet in the beta version of the A330 for X-Plane 11, so this is pretty nice. And of course with the moving map, you press the M mic button on the keyboard, you get the moving map feature, and if you zoom in you can see exactly where you are on the airport. So that's also pretty nice. We're going for 28 right, it's a bit longer runway, well slightly longer. We'll just taxi along this, cross 28 left and then onto 28 right. And the modeling of this add-on is also very, very nice. I'm not an expert on Airbuses, so I cannot judge whether the exterior model is completely accurate or not, but it sure as hell looks very nice. And with the X-Plane 11 beta version, they are already working on the nice reflections in the fuselage and the materials, etc. So you really start benefiting from the nice little extras that X-Plane 11 gives us. And we can only welcome that. So let's switch the nose light to takeoff, set on the landing lights, switch off the runway turn-off lights. Passenger signs are on, strobe lights are on, beacon lights on, takeoff data is green. Before takeoff checklist is set, so let's set this to the engine displays. And line up on runway 28 left. 28 right, of course, sorry. So anyway, we said that was already done. That was my chair. Flaps are set before takeoff. Checklist is completed. So let's start up the is it working now? Reset. Yeah, it is. There we go. Increased throttle.
Power set.
There we go.
$100 knots.
We have a slight tailwind. That's a bit of a downside. I should have taken the other runway. Would have been a shorter taxi as well.
V1.
Rotate.
But we're good anyway, so let's take off.
Positive climb. Gear up.
And here we are, leaving San Francisco for London. And this is the Ortho 4XP San Francisco Bay area that I was talking about. So let's just climb out now.
Speed, speed, speed.
Oh, speed. Drop the nose. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's just rain. I was afraid that that was birds for a minute. You sometimes get birds crossing your flight path in XP11. Can be quite annoying. Let's set the lever to climb. Climb thrusts. Drop the nose. And when you are flying it manually, it flies beautiful. The response to the joystick is very, very nice.
Spoilers disarm.
So let's just intercept our path and then fly straight towards Trunken. Nose down. Flaps up.
Need to check, sir, if everything is okay with the light.
Flaps 0.
And of course the nose gear light can go off now. So let's make that left turn and intercept the path to Trucken. It's really pleasant to fly this plane by hand. I'm still flying it on manual control, well, as you can see, because I just crossed the path. Let's just raise the nose slightly. And here we are. This should do it. This should do the trick. So as for normal takeoffs, startup, taxiing, takeoff, climbing out, I cannot find any bugs, even despite this is just a beta version. So that's pretty nice. We have 5 degrees and still clouds, so let's switch on the NDIs. let's turn for the next waypoint, which is Orca in 53 nautical miles. So let's dial this up.
Autopilot 1, cross-check.
And now let's give it to the autopilot so we can enjoy some of the outside scenery. This is Oakland. San Francisco on the horizon. And with the Ortho 4XP scenery, it looks, well, of course it is a photo, but Christ, this just looks so real. It's downtown San Francisco. The Golden Gate should be down there somewhere. See if we can spot it at this distance. I'm not really sure whether it loads it in now. That's Alcatraz. Now we're not going to see the Golden Gate today. Well, to conclude this video, I think I'll cut it here because there's no point in flying the entire flight to London this evening. I have to start cooking in a minute. So we're now approaching 10,000 feet. Of course, we are very heavy today. Passing 10,000 feet, so lights off, and we can release the passengers. Plane is increasing the speed now, and when we reach that, we will see that it starts to climb again. So the autopilot is working correctly as far as I can see. Just look at these images. This is just amazing. Yeah, well, this is it for today. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. If I made mistakes, also mention them. Like I said before, I'm not a professional pilot, so there's still a lot for me to learn, and I'm not a regular Airbus pilot. So if you see things that I did and you say, well, there's an easier way to do that or whatever, please tell me, leave me a comment. And well, for now, this is Virgin 20. Thank you. Bye-bye.